Welcome to my first battle report on Project Z. This is going to be a solo game. This is going to be inside an abandoned supermarket, a mall of horror as it were. I realise that's another game. And we've got this on 2 different levels. You'll have to excuse the cage that goes around the table. It stops the dog jumping up and attacking everything. So we're going to be on a couple of levels here. The main level, the floor, we're going to have 4 objectives for our heroes. We have got 4 different tokens, one in each corner, and we have 3 zombie spawn points. We've got the bedroom department there at the top. We have got one of the offices in the top right hand corner, and we have got where is it? Oh, in some kind of kitchen or supermarket area that's been mostly raided. Let's have a look at the heroes. Okay, this is going to be some survivors and more survivors, so we've got 7 heroes which are going to be taking on our task of blowing up the supermarket with all the zombies that seem to be infesting it. If we take a little bit closer look, we've got a chainsaw wielding guy, we've got a cop with a pump-action shotgun, we've got a kid with a rifle with a scope, there's a mechanic who's got a Molotov cocktail and a crowbar, we've got someone who looks like ex-army. I'm counting that as actually a machine gun. It may be an automatic rifle, I don't know. I'm going to count that as a machine gun. We've got apparently Shaun of the Dead, who has got red on him and he's got a cricket bat, and we've got someone with a rack of pistols. A quick note about my ability on playing this. I've not had this game very long. I have enjoyed it, but I've been really frustrated that there is a lack of content to find on places like YouTube and Board Game Geek, so I decided I was going to make something myself. Therefore, there probably are going to be mistakes in here, so if you do notice mistakes, leave me a comment. I'm always willing to improve my game, and it's appreciated any comments that you can make. I have plenty of zombies waiting to come on, and I'm going to use the solo variant as my general rules. So I'm using 2 cards, so we're going to have 2 zombies on each spawn point. At turn 3 it will escalate, so let's place the zombies and see how it goes. Our zombies are placed. I've tried to make these as varied as possible, but the last time I played this game I ran out of figures, so I decided in the end to bring on some of my Last Night on Earth figures. A bit more generic, but still it'll fill the board. Our heroes are here waiting on the entrance, ready to pile in. I get the feeling I'm going to have to start splitting the group already, so I'll play the first round and I'll get back to you. Okay, quite an eventful first round. Okay, so the young lad moved up here to get in position. Because he obviously couldn't shoot his weapon. We had the rack of pistols opened fire, taking out one of the first walkers. The second walker did not get obviously hit this round. We had the 2 shamblers who came to the edge of the stairs. Yes, they're going to have to use the stairs, I've decided. These guys ran to try and get in position, but therefore they couldn't shoot. Obviously no melee because they're not close enough. We had the 2 walkers which moved up from over here, and after the policeman blew them both away, knocking them to the ground, so making them prone, he moved in and meleeed one of them. The guy with the chainsaw couldn't obviously do anything, or the mechanic. We're just about to spawn the next level of zombies, so 1 at each 3 spawn points. I'll roll to see if they're going to have their bullets back, and if not, I'll make sure the markers go on there. Back next round. I should actually say that I've not specified the number of rounds that I'm going to play this, so we'll just see how it plays out. I rolled the reloads. The cop managed to reload, so well done to him. Rack of pistols is out. This is not good. I also have some cards drawn. I spent 1 to actually take one of the zombies down and make them prone last time, so I have replenished. I've also got 2 cards waiting here, so additional ammo, if I can focus in on that, to actually remove all reload tokens, and when it starts ramping up I'm really going to need that. And to actually move the zombies away I've got shush shush, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, the end of round 2, a pretty good round. We've got half of our objectives already, but I guess I get the feeling it's going to really ramp up here. So the guy with the machine gun, he managed to run and fully get his objective within 1 inch, so I counted that as being taken. We also had the officer who did the same. He went his normal distance, managed to take a shot, missed completely, but did get the objective. We then went into melee. The chainsaw guy completely obliterated one of the zombies, and the mechanic managed to knock down one of the zombies, having to use one of our extra cards because he was pretty poor, to be totally honest. We had a shooting phase with our young hero here, the child, and he managed to take out he managed to down one of the zombies, so there she is, not looking well at all. The other guy, I don't know if you can see that under there, he's the guy with the rack of pistols. He couldn't use his weapons, so he just moved out of the way, and he's heading through this part of the building to actually get our 3rd objective. More zombies are going to come on. Round 3, which is going to be next, that is the round where we're going to ramp up, and we are going to have 5 zombies per spawn point. This is going to be interesting at the end of this round. Okay, interesting turn 3, and it made it look like they're going to walk through this, but I don't know, because it's going to really ramp up at the end of this. Okay, our rack of pistols guy, he managed to get to the 3rd objective. That's been set. We can see that there is a zombie underneath, not quite there yet, and we've also got a zombie who's making their way over this direction. We had some people moving up over here away from this objective with a couple of walkers chasing them, and the only person who could use their gun, because everybody else failed their checks, was the machine guy. He took out a zombie that was placed here, wiped him completely out. Now he's got the double reload, which is not good. In the meantime, all the walkers are heading down these hills. It's probably a good idea that they go underneath this level, and we'll see if that's at all possible. The kid, he just literally moved to the edge. If he manages to roll his reload, then he'll fire off at somebody, and if he doesn't, then he'll head down the ladder and try and help out another way. Okay, time to spawn 5 zombies per point, and I'll be back at the end of the next go. Just a quick shot of what we've got here. We've got some walkers. 5 of them who have appeared on the 2nd story. We've got 5 down here. Someone who still won't let a shopping bag go there. That's appeared in the central shopping quarter, and we have got 5 further ones that appeared over there. So this is going to really ramp up. If we manage to do this the next round, which will be turn 4, then I will make an extra objective, I think, of they need to come all the way back to the exit. Okay, back in a sec. In the middle of turn 4, I just thought I'd show you after the movement phase. So the cop went over to try and draw people away so they weren't all following the machine gunner and all the people on the left. So he should be out of range for combat. Unfortunately, the kid, he tried to do something similar, and I think that I'm going to count that as that he is going to be able to be in combat with one of the zombies, so that's not good. Some of the zombies have shifted over here, heading towards the kid because he was the closest direct line. Our other walkers are just shambling along, they'll get there eventually. Totally forgot about Sean, he was hiding under there, so obviously he was just trying to clean the red off him, so we'll deal with him next time, but he is almost at the objective. Unfortunately, our rack of pistols guy, he's got a few problems, because he decided he was going to run as far away as possible. I didn't pre-measure. I'm not a fan in pre-measuring, to be totally honest. I'd rather just wing it because it feels a bit more natural to do that. So he is going to have some serious battles, so I'll come back and we'll see how he does. Okay, the fighting was a bit more intense. We had the kid who failed to do anything, but when the two walkers came in and did the multiple attack, they couldn't do anything but match what his rolls were, so they were pushed back. So well done the kid, hopefully he's going to live to fight another day. We had the guy down here, my dual pistol wielding mother, Bruce Willis, whoever. So he was attacked by 3 people. 2 of them failed to do anything, and 1 actually completely failed the roll compared to his. He managed to knock them down. Of course, the shopping bag lady over here, the one thing that she did manage to do was knock him down. Luckily, she was the last one to attack, so otherwise he would have been completely taken out. So we've managed to survive this round, and that was the end of round 4. We're gonna roll to see if they reload. If they fail, I totally forgot that we have got an additional ammo, and I can also push some zombies back. So if they all fail at the end of this, I think I'll replenish, because we are going to need it for turn 5, not only for Sean to get down here and set the last objective off, but if we're going to run it that way, to actually make it all the way to the exit. So back in a while. We've done all the movement, we're just about to do the shooting, and I just thought I'd show you that. Obviously the walkers are going to zone in on the police officer. The kid has moved out of the way, he's got higher ground, and should be able to take a couple of pot shots. The officer moved over here in order to draw some of the walkers away so they weren't all pooling in the same area. Got more than he bargained for. A few of the walkers are still going along the line here. We've got the chainsaw guy and the mechanic. Chainsaw guy may have higher ground, but we can see that they're going to be surrounded soon, and more walkers heading all the way down. We've also got walkers coming in from this side, but most of them are heading this way, and the reason is that the wonderful Sean managed to get the objective, but is stranded all alone. So it's going to be very interesting for him to try and get out. And just to move over at the end, we have got our machine gunner who's waiting over here to pick some people off behind the chainsaw guy. So should be an interesting end of turn, and then we'll do one more turn and see who manages to get out or how close everyone makes it. Okay, that was really intense. So what we had over here was, I realised that the kid and the machine gun guy all the way over there, they moved, and their weapons make them hindered, so they couldn't actually fire. We had the cop managing to shoot one of the walkers. He took him down, and then in the melee phase moved in to finish him off. We had this zombie who moved in and failed to do anything. Over here, chainsaw guy is absolutely useless. He rolled 1, I think it was 1 down, knocking that guy down there. The Molotov cocktail guy, he threw this Molotov in trying to take all 3 out and completely failed, rolling, how many rolls is it for a Molotov cocktail? It is 6 vests, so absolutely useless. The zombies retaliated, so the zombie knocked the mechanic down. This zombie failed to do anything. This zombie attacked and... oh no, sorry, it was a zombie on the stairs attacked and actually was killed by the chainsaw wielding dude who just used it as a 2-handed weapon. We have got one more round to go once I roll it for reloads and get everybody back. I've not actually got enough zombies to actually bring on. I didn't realise it was going to get that intense. So what I will do is I will put everyone on that I can in the nearest spawn points that I can. I realise as well that I did the escalated spawns on all 3. Now the solo mission says you should only use on 2. I did all 3 just to see how it was going to go, and it turned out very interesting. From what I thought was going to be a very straightforward game, it's made it a lot more difficult. So interesting. Alright, I will reset everything, roll for reloads, do the movement, and come back to see what it looks like. Okay, definitely the last round. This is all getting out of control, so we can see a lone walker is just shambling towards the exit. We've got the walkers that spawned up here. They're heading towards the main court, and the reason being that in the main court, as all the other walkers are either going under here to try and catch, I don't know if you can see him there, but ooh, underneath, Mr. Sean, who's really stranded, has got nothing but walkers everywhere that you look. It's not all about just him though, because in the main forecourt, so close, so near to getting out, we've got our 3 heroes here who are really going to be in the thick of it in this final battle. If we have one more turn, then they would be getting out of here. It doesn't mean anything to Sean, he will definitely be perishing, but we're not going to do one more turn. I'm going to play through the final combat and I'll be back. Okay, the final round has played out and we had a death in the survivors. The mechanic was knocked down by one of the walkers and the other one automatically killed. We had a knockdown from the chainsaw guy, didn't manage to kill him, and if you're wondering why this hospital guy didn't go in, he was going for the mechanic. We had, was there any other battles? Oh yes, we had the machine gunner and the walker. They both failed to do anything to each other, so they both just basically backed off. So 6 rounds, very interesting. I quite enjoyed that. We had 3 people, by the way, who did walk off out of the exit and survived, so 3 out of 7, that's not great, but very enjoyable. Maybe I'd do it different next time, but yes, love this game. Don't know why it doesn't get as much love or as many battle reports as it should have on the internet, so let me know if you like this one. Let me know if there's any way I can make it better. Just to let you know, I did not move any zombie away, and I should have done. I did not use all these defense, and I should have. And of course, let me know how Sean may actually get out of here and survive. Okay, thank you very much, guys. See you soon.